Hi, I'm Joni Eareckson Tada, and it's my honor, my privilege to be with all of you, my friends, here tonight to celebrate 50 years of Young Life here in Carroll County. This is a big deal, a really big deal. I mean, God used Young Life to bring me to Jesus Christ, and I know He used Club to rescue so many of you. Now, true, I broke my neck after high school graduation when I was in Young Life, but you know what? It was the gospel I heard at Young Life that gave me hope, gave me this smile. And so I like to think that tonight in this anniversary deal, it's a sneak preview of the celebration we will all enjoy when we gather on the other side of eternity. We're going to look back in our rearview mirror and thank the Lord for the incredible ministry that Young Life has had here in Maryland, starting way back before many of us were even in high school. Yep, I even recall, believe it or not, decades ago when Young Life was established here in Carroll County. And oh my goodness, what success the gospel has enjoyed these many years here. There's so many people to thank for that, looking back on these 50 years. And lots of them are here this evening. Harry and Debbie Perrine. I think, Harry, you were right up there in the front. Newt and Claire Hetrick, David Milhauser, Andy and Carol Bird, Daryl and Connie Hoekstra, Ken and Gail. I should not be doing this because I'm going to forget somebody. I just know it. Oh, but I cannot forget Diane Heidi. Oh my goodness. Diane, special thanks to you for championing Young Life Capernaum these many years. I serve on the national board for Young Life Capernaum. And I tell you what, reaching kids with disabilities for Christ in this part of Maryland, whew, a big double thumbs up for your leadership, Diane. But getting right down to it, when I think of how much Christ's kingdom has grown through Young Life here in Carroll County, immediately Joe and Karen Belinko, wow, they quickly rise to the top. Joe, I still see you as that crazy kid with the sloppy blue jeans and the big fuzzy strawberry blonde hair way back when. Can't imagine what your hair must look like now. Thank you, Joe, for all your many investments. Only heaven's going to reveal the thousands of young people who are walking with Jesus as a result of your tireless prayers and the contact work for 40 years. Woo, leading your committee, mentoring, speaking, witnessing on campuses, befriending kids with the way that you do. And of course, a big thank you to Matt and Alana Michael for all of your hard work in the trenches. Because I tell you what, in this day and age, we would all agree, rescuing the hearts of young people for Christ in our current culture, it is a battle. Matthew chapter 11 says that the kingdom of heaven is forcefully advancing, and forceful men, courageous people like you, Joe and Mike and David and you, Harry. I mean, courageous people like Diane Heidi and Alana. And I'm adding all the volunteer senior and junior leaders stepping up to the plate. I mean, you friends, you leaders, you are forcefully laying hold of the kingdom, as it says in Matthew 11. You are fighting the good fight. And you better have, because the God of this age has seriously blinded the eyes of kids over at Westminster High School and South Carroll and beyond on all your other campuses. Young people today are falling for the lie. They've been deceived by the enticements of our culture. But oh, the gospel that we share through Young Life, the good news of God's hope, freedom, and joy and peace. Kids are inexorably drawn to that. Yet the devil's not about to relinquish his claim on the lives of these young people. He's not going to go down quietly without a struggle. And tonight, we have an opportunity to push through the spiritual opposition. We got a chance to pull down the strongholds, to persevere and strive and press on and lay hold of forcefully young hearts as we give the good news of Jesus through Young Life and Wildlife and Capernaum here in Carroll County. Tonight, we claim Carroll County under the banner of Jesus Christ. This part of Maryland belongs under the family banner, and it is not Satan's territory, even though he may think so. Because the cosmic stakes are too high. The stakes are for the hearts of thousands of kids in this region who need to know Jesus. Young Life, I would not be here without it. Half of us wouldn't be here tonight without it. God used Young Life to rescue us And I pray that tonight, when you are asked to intercede for this work as well as to give financially toward it, you will answer the call in a big way for this big battle. Because God loves cheerful givers. Do it cheerfully. And I'm also convinced He loves cheerful askers. And you could not have anyone happier to ask for your prayers and money for this remarkable ministry than me. I am so happy to ask because I have seen and experienced firsthand the results. God's hand of blessing is on the work of Young Life. So yeah, it's a 50-year anniversary and it's a big deal, but there's a big battle going on for the minds of young people, and we need to pray big and we need to give big so that the darkness on these high school campuses will dissipate as Young Life here in Carroll County shines the light of Jesus on every school parking lot, on every athletic field, down every school hallway, you name it. The light of Christ is there through Young Life. So thank you for being one who forcefully advances the kingdom of Christ. Thank you for being on the front lines. Thank you for being bold for Jesus and for supporting the precious work of this incredible ministry here in Carroll County. It's all to the glory of God. And as you pray and as you give, I leave with you this blessing from Luke chapter 6. It says, for the measure you use, God's going to give it back to you. Pressed down, shaken together, running over, poured into your lap. So God bless you, dear friends. Thank you for listening and have a great time celebrating the great success of the gospel on this, the 50th anniversary of Young Life here in Carroll County. May there be many, many more years of kingdom advancement in Carroll County as a result of what happens tonight on behalf of Young Life. Thanks for listening.